Alright, YouTube, gonna make a little video real quick of, I told my podcast listeners I'd show you guys what I was up to today. So I'm back at the shop, doing some restoration on some cars, trying to get some projects done. My friend Bo is, he's an artistic genius when it comes to mechanic work, but what he does is he restores cars, and he's just a mechanic by trade. He's very talented, and especially at restoring and making lowriders, building custom stuff. So right now we're gonna build this K-5 Blazer up. I'm pulling the engine, transmissions out of it. We're gonna send that off, get somebody to rebuild it for us. We got a guy for that. This engine, we know it runs, but we're gonna rebuild it. We're gonna do something different. Completely paint it, completely redo this whole truck. So I'm working on taking it apart and stripping it so we can get it painted, get some new glass in it, and that's kind of what I'm working on. I was talking about on my podcast this morning that, yeah, somebody had a great time. They put aftermarket gauges in this thing. I mean, this thing is it wasn't the best taken care of, but that's okay. We're going to bring it back. We're gonna get me. I'm the type of guy that likes to get as much use out of old things as I can. And when we see stuff like this rusting and it falls apart, and somebody, look at this thing. It's been outside forever. It's just yesterday's news, man. Trash. How long you think this thing sat?
10 years.
10 years? Beautiful is what it is. No, it's got a lot of really cool. I mean, that's a K-5 Blazer. I mean, that's a solid body right there. You don't find a lot. I mean, basically, you take that cab off right there, and you got a solid body pickup truck. They didn't make those since the 60s.
This is removable, so you just
Yep.
unplug it. And then these were all rotted out. We'll replace all that.
So these were all rotted out. So did you cut these off of another?
No, I bought these replacement panels.
So these are all replacement panels. So the bottom was rusted out. This is for, I mean, it's not something you really spend tons of time doing when you're up in Minnesota, just because there'd be so much rust built into the metal that there's really nothing you could do. But when you got a little bit of rust on something down here, you can cut it off and you can work around it. The whole thing about rust is you gotta kill the infection.
You gotta find where it stops and go past that.
Gotta go a little past that, clean it up, and no, this thing's really cool. It's hard to find these things with all the original emblems and stuff on them too. Most of the time, those things are all missing. So, really cool. All this stuff is really intact. Another project over there is a Jeep that we're working on. Rhino line, the whole Jeep. Just slowly putting pieces together. We've got a couple different projects going. This is a motor that we don't know what's going on with this either, but we're gonna turn this into a 383 stroker, which is what is in here. This is a 383 stroker. There's so much custom stuff to do in here, and this is his daughter's go-kart. Let me tell you, I was riding around in this thing, and basically while I'm riding around as this thing, my head comes through these bars right here. So if I hit a bump, it just kind of rattles around in there. It was actually kind of amusing and fun chasing Bo around on the four-wheeler with it. But hey, if you guys want a K-5 Blazer, custom built, if you want to, I've got a couple different things here. There's a couple trucks out there. We've also got a old Suburban out back that's in immaculate condition. That's going to be, we haven't decided. I'm actually thinking about buying that one from him and turning it into a lowrider camper. Haven't decided yet. He wants a lowrider. I may not want a lowrider, but I'm thinking about turning it into a camper. Alright guys, I just wanted to make a video and show you guys what I was up to. Jacoby, I'll tell you this. I have a friend of mine, Jacoby, that is up north right now, and I'm going to tag you in this. I talked to Bo. Man, you'd fit right in. Don't give up, man. Don't give up. You are a great dude, a positive person. You have a lot of stuff going for you. And I am super excited to have you in my life, man. So I'm doing all this stuff. I told him I was coming down here and he got all excited about it. So there you go, Jacoby. This is what we're working on, man. Also have some time-lapse videos. So Bo we're trying to learn how to do the internet. I'm not an internet savvy guy. Bo's not an internet savvy guy, but we've been told that some of the stuff that we do, people on the internet like to see. So Bo actually I was impressed. He made a time-lapse video of him doing a couple of repairs. So I'm going to help him make a YouTube channel tonight. And I'm gonna tag his YouTube channel. The Bo also has a sawmill. So let's flip this around. He also has a sawmill that we're gonna try to get a camera set up on. So this is really cool. We cut trees. So all the trees I cut up north, most of them go into erosion control, but sometimes I get to send the wood off to somebody who has a sawmill and they use it, but it all just depends. But Bo has a sawmill here, so what he does with it is cuts it all down, and all the trees, he actually uses his lumber to build everything out here. He has used his own lumber to build everything that you see out here. Also, guys, listen, there's a lot of really nice wood here in Georgia. And I'm curious as to if there's a market for having pecan wood delivered up north. I'm not sure if there's a market for that or not, but if you guys know anything about that, maybe you could tell me, help me out. That's the Suburban I'd like to turn into a camper right there. It's in really good condition too. So it's for sale though. It doesn't have to be turned into a camper. It could just be somebody's Suburban. Runs and drives. Body is in perfect condition. It's amazing. You're not going to find anything like that up north. That's for damn sure. I'll show you some of the stuff he does with this wood though. So this is kind of raw material building right here, but it's pretty neat. And this is what he's doing to build his pole barn. And really, it's a lot of it is just saving money too, man. It's the people like Bo and I, we don't like to do things. I mean, yeah, it's great, but look at all this stuff that we could use. Why would we want to go buy 2x4s if we can make them ourselves? All this stuff, minus the particle board, but all the framing, everything was made at that sawmill. So he's done a pretty crazy job. So we're gonna get a YouTube channel set up for Bo, and then I'm gonna start tagging Bo's videos in it, and that'll kind of help us out. I want to celebrate him, man. He is an amazing human being. He just doesn't like the attention. This is about as much as he likes attention is somebody else talking about him, and I'm the same way. I'd rather other people tell people about me than me. This is all very strange and weird to me. I'd prefer to stay out of my videos, out of it, but I'll let you guys know what we do, and if you guys think it's really cool and interesting, that's awesome to us. So I'm gonna get back to work. I want to get this engine out and get this thing ready to paint. So I only have a couple weeks here, and I'd love to have some projects to finish up when I come back next time. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll do some more videos later. And I'll tag Bo's video and some stuff later. So thanks, guys. See you later.